You are celebrating your 200th anniversary this year. Can you share just the significance of this just amazing milestone? And of course, just its importance for the museum and, of course, South Africa's heritage.
Thanks a lot. We've been waiting for this celebration and this reflection for almost 200 years. And we are glad that in living memory, we are the ones who are witnessing it. This museum, the Iziko South African Museum, is South Africa's oldest conventional museum. In other words, it means that this museum pioneered the way and set the standard for how heritage is preserved in this country, and also for how heritage is promoted. In other words, how we consume it, or how we use heritage either for recreational purposes, for educational purposes, or for research purposes, and a number of other reasons. In the past 200 years, the museum, the Iziko South African Museum, has collected unique and special objects in South Africa's history, and that also reflect our rich heritage and rich cultural and natural diversity. In relation to our rich heritage, for example, if then you were to visit the Iziko South African Museum today, amongst some valuable specimen and older specimen will be then a buffalo horn, which now showcases a species that became extinct. But then for more details and more engagement with that, I will also advise our listeners to visit the Iziko Museum's Hidden Treasures exhibition. And then in that also exhibition, we also house a species that is now extinct, the quagga. It's the Iziko South African Museum that will be able to engage and learn more about how the quagga lived, and also with which other specimen which are still alive today. The two are just two examples of how some of these animals became extinct. They also speak mostly about the question of evolution, and also about how we as human beings interact with nature. Sometimes as we engage with nature, we tend to forget that we too are part of the natural landscape and natural environment.
Amen.
As we therefore destroy or preserve the environment, we also need to take into account that we as human beings are part of that natural landscape. So that's briefly, in a nutshell, what we have. But allow me also to point out that we have also groundbreaking exhibitions, and we only were able to do that through our groundbreaking research and also these special collections that we've been collecting over the past 200 years.
Wow. So you have over 10 million objects, in your collection. The museum has a wealth of stories to share. What are some of the most notable exhibits or collections that will be showcased during the bicentenary celebrations?
I've already made reference to the Hidden Treasures exhibition, but then amongst others, we also have a series of projects and exhibitions that we'll be launching in the next months. These exhibitions, for example, include in 2 days from now, the 22nd, we are launching an exhibition titled Sea and Us. And then in June, we are launching one of our key exhibitions focusing on ISM 200. For this particular exhibition, we'll be profiling, amongst others, 200 special collections and objects, specimen that we have in our collection. And then in August, we'll also be launching Amanzi Africa exhibition, which focuses on water and how we engage with water. And then in September, during the Heritage Month, we'll also be launching a bicentenary garden, which is an outdoor kind of an exhibition. And we are very much optimistic that our listeners and our visitors will enjoy these activities. And in November, the 1st of November, we'll be launching the Living Symbols exhibitions. What I can do is to encourage listeners to visit our website, is zigo.org.za. We will be also uploading and periodically updating the series of activities that we will be hosting. But most importantly, if then you can allow me, we will also be taking the museum to where it matters. Those communities who won't be able to come to our spaces will be using the mobile bus to visit different places in the country and also in the province. So the mobile bus will be doing that. We will also be launching a special project, a mobile planetarium. That project, we are launching it during the month of March, and then in May it will be moving across different parts of the country. At the Izigo Koopmansdevet, we are converting that site into a heritage hub, wherein young people will be allowed to showcase their talent and also use the space for entrepreneurship. We encourage young people to engage with us through the Izigo Koopmansdevet and also through the Izigo South Africa Heritage Hub to explore their talents and to showcase their expertise.
Now, Dr. Ndlovu, an institution like the Izigo Museum plays a vital role in preserving as well as promoting South Africa's rich history as well as heritage. So how does the museum plan to continue this legacy in the future?
Well, we have also lined up a series of educational activities. So we aim that through our education and public programs, we are going to allow and will allow members of the public to engage with this rich cultural heritage. But again, also do our groundbreaking research and exhibition activities and programs to engage with these difficult and also interesting questions about our heritage. Our focus are mainly on arts, natural history, and cultural history. So through our research and exhibitions activities, we'll continue to foreground that. We will also continue to use our collections as tools through which to raise important discussions around natural science collections, around art collections, and around our past, including culture, art, and all forms of engagement that will be using our collections as tools through which to communicate our activities and to incite and encourage a debate among South Africans, and also to encourage visitors to engage with our content. We have a number of sites, for example, that using to demonstrate and to showcase and engage with the members of the public. For example, the Izigo Old Town House, we are upgrading that to make it more relevant to modern society and also to issues that we deal with. That museum, we are imagining it. The same principle applies to the Izigo South African National Gallery, to the Izigo Slave Lodge, and to the Izigo Fort Constantia. We are upgrading these exhibitions, and in the next 200 years, we'll continue to upgrade these exhibitions and to use also modern technologies to see to it that they become an enabler for our content development and also for knowledge sharing.
I love that you are on par with the rapidly changing world and, implementing technology as the Izigo Museum. Now, can you please share just your encouragement, to the public to really visit Izigo Museum and to take note of the rich heritage that one finds at the Izigo Museum?
We encourage members of the public to come in their numbers to enjoy the heritage that we preserve for the South African citizens. For example, this coming Human Rights Day, we will be allowing free access to the Izigo Slave Lodge and some of our sites. We encourage members of the public to visit our social media platforms and also our websites to identify those days that are very special in terms of free entrances. But also our entrance fees are very much reasonable. We also encourage that those with the means to do so. Moreover, we have also a mobile bus and also a mobile planetarium that we will be using as a tool through which to engage with members of the public. We engage them, we encourage them to engage with us and to secure and make bookings for the mobile planetarium and the bus to visit them. We are also having also special holidays and special and free entrance for during national holidays, and we encourage members of the public to do so. But at any time during the week, as I've indicated, we have vibrant content, interesting exhibition, thought-provoking education content that we encourage them to come and engage with. As I've indicated earlier on, we are launching a series of new exhibitions, and then an update to that regularly will be on our website. So we do encourage them to donate objects, specimen, and artworks to the museum, and we do encourage them to engage with us and also to give input regarding how they sort of like to see us engaging with their content and how they would also like to see us present Africa's heritage and, in essence, their culture, their heritage.
I love it. There is so much in store for the members of the public, whether you are in Cape Town or the rest of South Africa or the world. You know, Iziko Museum is based in Cape Town, and they would love for you to visit. Now, Dr. Ndlovu, can you please share the website address once again, and of course your social media handles for those that would love to follow you?
Our website is www.izigo.org.za. And then for our social media platforms, they can easily use the search engines and put in Izigo Museums. They will find us there.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for joining us and for really just being so passionate about Iziko Museum of South Africa. We really appreciate you and making time to share this beautiful story of heritage with us here on Radio Cape Pulpit 7 to 9 a.m. Thank you so much. We'll definitely be following you on social media, and we look forward to this year where you are celebrating your 200th anniversary. Wow, congratulations, and thank you so much.
We look forward to hosting you, and we look forward to welcoming you in all our sites at Izigo Museums of South Africa. Thank you.